Tuesday, the 6th of December 2022. China COVID, Xi's face-saving exit from his signature policy. But before we get into what's happening in China, first of all, I got this from China Uncensored, and do go and check them out. Just type it into the search engine on YouTube and you can see his episodes about China, fact-driven episodes. He decided to type into Google China protests, but what did he get first of all? Protest Cuba, protest Chile, Colombia and Chicago. Moving on, he tried to put the I into it, and we still got Chile, Chicago, and Chile again. And one more time when he did this, he put in the N, and it was protest in China against banks. What is Google and the CCP got in common? We don't know. What's happening in China? Some more situations have evolved in Nanjing this time, which is maybe like 200-300 kilometers west of Shanghai. It used to be called Nanking, but changed its name ever since the CCP took over China. You can see some of the students want to go home, and what you would say in Chinese is "Bo de sir, I am not scared," because the police are trying to break this protest away, but the students are saying no. And here it is from a different angle. A lot of people have said that the protests seem to have come to a close, maybe because mainstream media is not covering it, but it is going on in small bits and pieces. Remember, China is a humongous country, and this is one that I found, and I'm not too sure what's going on here. I can't verify this, but there seems to be a mass of people walking, and the headlines related to this are saying they are all going into the quarantine camp, which is a lot of people. So still it's happening, but not all what you see in the news is going to be 100% correct. We can actually get more information related from social media accounts from real people in real China. Something else happening in China, in southern Mongolia, Inner Mongolia, whatever you want to call it, which does produce a lot of coal, basically saying that the Mongolian people there, or the Mongolian government, which is the Chinese government, are selling coal to mainland China, so to speak, if you get my drift here, and the money is not going back. And again, this is related to some of the protests and the situation in China. People are not happy in the capital there. But we are going to end with some good news from Reuters. Beijing. China's capital, Beijing, no longer requires people to enter supermarkets and commercial buildings to show negative COVID tests on their mobile phones. The city government said in a statement on Tuesday, which is good news. And you can see this zero COVID policy by the dictator, President, General Secretary Xi Jinping is sort of fading away. And I truly believe that the people who did actually do all the protests actually bumped this forward by quite a big deal. Some of the, you could say, Western shills who live in China say, well, they had a 20-point plan on November 11. Suddenly that's gone into impact. And it doesn't really make logical sense that 10 days ago there were protests in like 40 different cities in China, mainly students saying down with the zero COVID. And now suddenly 10 days later, it seems to be going from city to city that the restrictions are going to be eased. I'm going to leave you with this report that I managed to get from CNN, and you can see the situation from their point of view. Thank you for your time. Have a most excellent day. Bye-bye for now.